Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to more Genshin. Jean is dying. I need to fix Jean. We ended off last time. I finally got Jean, the girl. I am very pleased with this. I am, like, beyond pleased. Oh, where did I get my mail? I've wanted Jean for a very long time. Ah, excuse me. Okay, so I should have more beetle fighting to do. Yeah, more beetle fighting. Let's go see Ito. Okay, so who's next? No frills insta-kill? I love this game. She can't actually insta-kill me, can she?
This makes no sense. How did you do that? My reputation is destroyed! It's like a bean to the heart.
Ito's voice actor deserves a raise.
It was an honor doing battle with you, good sir.
So polite.
So, been busy losing while we were away, Bullchucker?
I don't see it that way. Unless the bona fide Beetle Battle King is ready to give up now, he hasn't lost to me yet. In battle and in life.
God, her voice
it's
is so
normal to
serious.
hit setbacks every once in a while. But a setback only turns into a failure if you make the decision to stop trying.
That was so deep.
Word. Heck yeah. I ain't about to admit defeat.
Word! Oh, I love Ito
Still,
more than words.
there's
can
nothing to be
say.
gained from constantly making excuses. Don't put all your energy into talking garbage. Spend it on fighting a little harder instead.
Oh, burn.
King,
Burn.
this brand of enemy doesn't seem to be your area of expertise.
Oh, bird.
I advise you send in another of your generals and observe the duel in detail. Watching others do battle is also a crucial part of a warrior's training. Some skills one learns by doing, others one learns through observation.
Oh my god.
Good point, Grandmaster. And good timing, compadre. Oni King's right hand, I'm handing the fight over to you.
Finally, it's your turn. Make it count, Traveler.
Uh-oh, I'm scared.
So, I'm going head to head with the legendary Traveler. Guess I better look sharp.
She sounds so serious. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, holding guard button will constantly consume stamina to maintain the shield against hostile jet streams. Ah, so she uses the jet stream. Okay. Impressive long-distance combat strength, attacks with various electro strikes, extremely agile. Okay, so I gotta try to box her into the corner. Yeah, fucker. Yeah, fucker. Whoa, whoa. Oh, shit. Wow. No. Yeah, there we go.
Nicely done. You beat me. I'd go as far as to say that it's an honor to lose against the
I really like her
Traveler.
voice.
Ah, so that's how you do it. I never would have thought of that.
Yep, when you're up against a cunning enemy, you gotta get creative.
Creative.
When your tactics fail, you have to change your point of view. In our journeys far and wide, we often have to think on our feet.
Is that what we're calling it?
Clinging to old methods can never solve the problem, no matter how hard you try.
It might.
I think Shinobu said something like that once too. I guess there's something to it after all. But I'll mull it over some other time. Right now, my focus is on the task at hand. More beetle fighting.
I love Ito. I need him to get a banner badly. Alright, no frill instant kill. Let's fight. I'm sure this one's gonna be one where she actually has insta kills because I'm scared. Alright, let's go. Ow. Ow. Ah, shit. Oh, it's not them. No! God damn it! No! God damn it, I hate that earthquake move! Damn it, I hate the earthquake. It's so good, it's so strong. Why can't I do it? Hiya! Yeah, that's how I got it. Okay. Woo! Okay. Did better on that one than fighting Yang Fei. Yang Fei sucked. Okay. Yeah, that girl does not play. At least she didn't actually have an insta-kill, because I would have sucked. I wonder who my final opponent will be.
The rain won't slow me down.
Oh, gee. Ah, lightning. Anyway. Let's go do... Because I had that one quest. It was like I need to do like the Eye Publishing House one. Where was it? The Eye Publishing House invitation. Yeah, I need to do that one to finish the Raiden Shogun's quest. So we gotta do this quest. For the Eye Publishing House. Which I do love the Eye Publishing House, because Miko's like one of my favorite characters in the whole game. Because I love Miko. Because she's pretty. She's pretty and sassy, and I like her. Hello. Oh, you're back, at last. How did it go? Did you find our two authors? I did. Letters delivered. That's wonderful. What did they say, Traveler? They both said that they read the letters with care. Good, good. Sigh. It's just a shame they're both far away in Liyue. Even were things normal, we couldn't easily go visit them. Especially for Mr. Zayu, his book, A Legend of Sword, wasn't even submitted by him, but by a traveling merchant. Later, one of our editors would read this book, seeing its value and prepare to go to Liyue personally to arrange more manuscripts to be written. Who would have thought that with these changes in our situation, none of our letters that we sent to have brought to Liyue would ever return? We could only publish the book first while keeping the record of the royalties we owe Mr. Zayu. Once we established the contract, we would send the royalties over. But it's been so long, and still Legend of Sword remains a bestseller. The royalties are starting to pile up. Sigh, how I wish Mr. Zayu could attend the competition. These royalties can't be left to pile up this much longer. Wild.
Shogun!
Oh, that just kicks you right to the Shogun's quest again. That's so funny.
Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Eye Publishing House? Do you have instructions for us?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations? Or fire safety measures?
She just wants to browse your books.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to read light novels?
Yes.
Any recommendations?
The Eye Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public. And the content is all kinds of strange. I'm not sure we have any...
All kinds of strange.
Almighty Shogun's taste.
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
There's fanfiction about you, I'm sure.
Principal, you're absolutely right. It's just...
Miko must publish the wildest
If
shit.
there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
It'll be there must be fanfiction. It's Miko's publishing house. There must be fanfiction.
Well... Okay, then. Please proceed to the bookshelf over there. It has all the latest bestsellers. There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition.
That's what it's
I
named?
just finished compiling them into a saleable form. don't take them too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
Okay.
Hey.
Let's go
I'm
then.
good. How are you? Welcome, welcome.
Huh. How can this be?
Good.
Underestimate the caliber of this material?
Never underestimate fanfiction,
I
eh?
know every individual word in these books' titles. So why is it that they make no sense to
So
me?
this is
in
your favorite
these
game? Eh, it's one of my favorite
particular
games. I like it a lot.
combinations?
I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's pretty good.
Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsettias to become stronger.
I'm making a joke. Is that a joke at that time I got reincarnated as a slime? I'm only a part-time streamer. I wish I was full-time. Nope, I still have an adult job.
It's so long. Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating sunsettias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
It's just a narrative device.
I love that we're showing a god fanfiction. I'm from North America. Specifically the East Coast.
Narrative device.
It's imaginary. It's whatever the author wants it to be.
So it's
Uh,
made up? What's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality, how can the story be believable?
I have to explain fanfiction to
Also,
God.
I'm fairly certain that hilly churls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting hilly churl life from an outside perspective, perhaps?
You stream 2 days a week?
I
Oh, that's cool.
understand Kuroda's reservations.
I
on
stream
the
kind of
art
randomly.
now.
I need to work on a better schedule. I kind of do it whenever I can. I'm kind of random. Too modern, I guess. I can't explain fanfiction to God.
How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but with stories like these, I don't even know where to start. I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very entertaining.
Miko's style is fanfiction.
To us. We'll be back in a jiffy.
I love that Miko's style is apparently
It's gonna be a
fanfiction.
pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against.
Read a leeway material art story, read a daily life romance story. I don't want to buy anything. Please read the rules. Read daily life romance story. The chaotic epic that is a tale of my youthful love life. This book is about love stories between very mediocre man and 7 beautiful women. You're good, no worries. Is that a joke at Snow White? Very mediocre man, 7 beautiful women. Why is it all fanfiction? It's a chronological account of protagonist's daily life featuring varied music anecdotes. It's literally a rom-com anime. It's funny. The writing is solid, the prose is elegant, and the author brilliantly brings out the unique charms of each character of the story. But the story stops at a crucial moment. The main character's childhood sweetheart is just about to confess their love to him.
The suspense is killing Paimon! Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood.
I also hope I hate when the writers don't do a happy ending. Listen, I hate unrequited shit. I love romance, I'll be real, but I hate unrequited shit.
Right! Yeah, it's just a novel. But please let the author have a heart, please! The plot is really gripping. But would A really understand this kind of mortal romance?
I don't think A understands anything. She's a god. I don't think A's gonna understand anything regardless. What about the reincarnation story? That sounds cool. Oh, I guess I have to read all 3 of them anyway. Alright, let's read the leeway one. Life made me a fighter when I just want to be a writer. Well, at least it rhymes. This book is a martial arts story set in Leeway, focused on a fighting between different gangs. The protagonist aspires only to become a humble novelist, but gets caught up in the world of gang strife, becomes an unparalleled martial artist ability. The selling point is the story that the protagonist never joins any faction, but is constantly assumed to be a reclusive master of one faction or another. The martial artist pros to see who the protagonist is. Their enemy is always thinks of making the scene. The protagonist is stuck in the middle of this, all while clinging tight to the dream of becoming a novelist. Okay, that sounds like a pretty good story, actually. It reminds me of The Outsiders, kinda.
What a strange person. why would someone want to be a novelist that badly?
Paimon, don't shit on people's dreams.
Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world.
The protagonist has an admirable will.
You do have a point. And a character so determined to follow their ambition is likely to appeal to A, right?
Probably, yeah. But hear me out. Like, we could get a book A will like, or we could make God read dumb fanfiction. What's this one? Shogun Almighty, reborn as Raiden with unlimited power. In this book, the protagonist is struck by lightning beneath the thunder soccer and wakes to discover he's become the Raiden Shogun. Prior to this event, the protagonist is a nobody, gets bullied by everyone, but after he becomes the Raiden Shogun, he acquires unlimited power. The appeal of this lies in the euphoria of going from powerlessness to omnipotence, the protagonist's inner journey, and finally breaking free from their low self-esteem. But it's hard to see how the story would develop after the protagonist literally becomes the Raiden Shogun.
With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about letting A look around. Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble.
But it doesn't paint the Shogun in a bad light.
Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this Paimon would never do, Paimon would feel really uncomfortable.
Alright, that's a valid point.
That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
I'm sure everyone picks the fanfiction one, so I could probably find that one on YouTube. I think I actually want to be like a good friend to A and give her what I think she'd like.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories.
I kind of want to see if she likes romance, actually. I kind of want to try it. I'm going to do the romance one. I love romance, so I want to see if A does. You regale with the plots of Kai Epic as my full of life.
Why are there 7 people all striving to have a relationship with a single male protagonist? Is this some sort of narrative device, too?
It's called fantasy.
Not really. It's a pretty normal story. You know, where the guy can only choose one girl in the end.
I see.
Or it's a harem.
Yes, this is an important relationship, so he must choose wisely. But the decision-making process is a source of agony and conflict. So, could the author not simply add a narrative device whereby the main character could accept the feelings of all 7 admirers at once?
Ah, A's already figured out harems.
That would solve it.
That would be the most boring love story ever.
I don't know, it's called harems,
No.
Paimon.
Narrative devices are truly mysterious things.
So what do you think of Yae Publishing House's light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we picked?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent in terms of the effects of time upon Inazuma. Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plain of Euthymia,
Lane of Euthymia.
there was no Yae publishing house, and certainly no stories of this kind. In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. A nation that, in theory, should remain entirely unchanged over time. But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time.
Change is inevitable, A.
I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plain of Euthymia. But the truth is right here in front of my eyes, and I can't deny it.
Well, I'm glad you can't deny it.
That's exactly why we brought you out. To take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change. But I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me.
We're just here to have fun, eh?
This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been quite an occasion.
That's fair.
I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for a long time to come.
Why don't we take a photo?
Great idea! A's had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
Take a photo? Once again, I'm faced with a combination of words.
Oh yeah,
that
cameras
makes
didn't exist 500 years
absolutely no
ago.
sense to me.
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we mean.
Best spot to take a picture. It's so funny. Gotta take a picture, eh? Smile for the camera.
So, what are we supposed to be doing?
Just look pretty.
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need to do is stand over there and strike a pose.
I like that we're not explaining to her what
Basically,
photos are
a
first.
photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time, so it makes a great souvenir.
Okay. So what exactly is striking a pose? Ah, I see. So in other words, I need to do some sort of visually agreeable action in front of you, right? The more I think about it, the more embarrassing it seems. How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. This isn't coming naturally to me at all.
Try graceful and I don't think relaxed and casual is gonna fit for A.
Okay, I'll try that.
That one works.
Okay, let's get started.
Let's pick a good angle to record this moment from.
That's about what I expected A to pose like. Pick a good spot and take a picture. Oh, I guess I don't get to pick the spot. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Whoop. No. There we go.
It's a wrap! Take a look! Here's the photo we took of you.
Wow. This is astonishing. Is it some kind of magic? It seems to be another copy of me. But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk. I
Just a
thought it would
record.
turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid. But it actually looks more natural.
I like that
than
we've broken her
imagined.
brain with a photo.
The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the background. I can't imagine how it's achieved.
Well, we'd need someone from Fontaine to explain that.
Hang on.
I know how real cameras work. I don't know
I'm
how.
still struggling to understand this. I need you to explain it again. So, the one in this photo. Are you sure it isn't me?
No, you're you.
If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me? And if she is me, then who am I?
We've given A existential crisis.
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, Traveler.
We've broken A.
Hey, that's right! Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma into anybody else's hands.
So then, who does that make you, here and now?
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that. My existence. I think I understand. I am me. There is only one of me. But I can exist in many different forms. It's not important what form I exist in.
I'd say it's important.
The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence. The question of whether or not she is me is not determined by any of her components.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constantly changing my form of existence.
Yep.
Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging? Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from beyond my existing sphere of knowledge. You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has challenged my understanding of things.
That's fair.
Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different place from the one I remember. But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of today is no longer Inazuma. Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent god were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, none of this ever would have happened. Perhaps I've been holding on to everything too tightly.
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out. And that means that we've done a really great job as her guides.
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting so noisy down there? Oh, that sounded like Ippei. What could be the matter?
Ippei, my boy.
Ippei. Is that someone from the Tenryou Commission?
Sure is.
Yep, let's find out what's going on.
Let's go tackle Ippei. Ippei, what did you do?
Hey, Ippei, what's the matter?
Ah, it's you. Huh? The Almighty Shogun. You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry, he's not here at the moment. But if it pleases you, I will gladly deliver a message on your behalf.
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling out, so we came to see what was going on.
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiations, and I'm starting to get worried. In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible that he just found somewhere he likes and lost track of time. But for some reason, today, I'm particularly nervous.
You got a
Kujo
bad feeling.
Kamaji. A descendant of the Kujo clan, I presume.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home, Master Kamaji is currently serving as representative of the Kujo clan.
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryou Commission at present. Does this have anything to do with Kujo Kamaji?
Forgive us, Almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed in its duty. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryou Commission is in decline. Plus you have yet to issue a verdict on the Commission's future. So, Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan with a view of having them take over.
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters, right? Why are you looking for them here?
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. I'm a little confused as to why, to be honest, but I didn't feel it was my place to question the higher-ups. The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the Takatsukasa clan have some kind of base there.
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name. They have been faithfully serving the Kujo clan all these years?
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have had a lot of ground to cover, but still, there's no way it should have gone on this long. I've searched all over the city. If he really hasn't returned yet, then...
Maybe something happened.
Yeah, I thought of that possibility too. But someone of my rank can't just go venturing into Takatsukasa clan territory like that. No,
I'll go.
no,
I don't
wait.
care.
I'm probably just overthinking things. Besides, if they're still at it, they'll only blame me for interrupting the negotiations. I'm only a lowly servant. But Master Kamaji and I grew up together. It'd be terrible if anything ever happened to him. I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come to harm when I could have done something about it.
What do you think, Almighty Shogun?
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to interrupt the negotiations. Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision. This issue started with me, and I shall be the one to finish it.
That's commitment right there.
Thank you so much, Shogun. I'll keep looking around in the meantime, too. Let me mark out the location of the base for you. I hope everything goes smoothly.
It's me, so it probably won't. Alright, teleportation time. That is far. Oh, it's by the Kamisato estate. Beetle. Hidden mountain base. I guess we'll be fighting. It's fair. I should bring an Electria. I want to bring Sarah.
With you all the way.
I like Sarah.
Whoa! Look at how well hidden this place is.
Yeah, it's not evil at all.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains.
Evade
I
detection.
feel something that doesn't belong here. I sense danger.
Huh?
We should proceed with caution. The Kujo clan descendant may well be in trouble.
That's not good. Oh, nice. I get to use A. Hell yeah.
Shine down.
Bullets fly! Shower me with praise!
Finally,
Why are there Ronin here? This is a Tenryou commission base!
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way.
Shine down.
It's a lucky day.
Strike a pose!
Torn to oblivion.
To the end. Damn, that worked.
Illusion shattered.
Let's get down to business.
Yo, what's up? Welcome, welcome. How are you, my friend? What are you guys doing?
Let's get down to business.
Strike.
Ow.
Glory to the Shogun. Inazuma shines eternal.
Good, I'm glad.
There is no escape.
I'm good. I am doing A's companion mission thing. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
Let's get down to business.
Bullets fly!
Say no more.
Storm the
Sure,
front.
Strike a pose!
Illusion shattered.
Yeah, now that I finally caught up on Fontaine's Archon quest, I'm going back and doing all the other quests I should have done ages ago. But I wanted to finish the current, like, big Archon quest and get caught up. So now we're doing... Because I have a fair bit. I forget all the ones I have. Because I got, as far as... So I'm doing that one, and then I got these two Archon quests that I can't do until I finish the other ones that are locked up. So I still got quite a few to get caught up on, let alone all the side quests I've neglected for like a billion years.
Shine down.
There is nothing more entertaining than knocking them up with Jean like that and watching Frida's minions just beat the shit out of them. Beat the opponent block. What? Oh, it just didn't open. Okay. Hi!
Wind, hear me. Flash.
Strike a pose!
I hit the wrong button.
Gaining the upper hand.
There is no escape.
But my name
Echo and song!
is a dutiful maid woman.
I probably didn't need to do Noel's ult there, but you know. Sometimes overkill's fun. Noel looks like the devil right now. Behold, I am the maid. I have come to murder!
It's Kujokaji.
Kill him!
But
Oh, I guess I'm not killing them. Okay.
Almighty Shogun.
That's right.
Shogun.
I brought your boss.
What are you?
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan. Explain what is going on here.
Oh, we're just.
I like that
discussing
she doesn't
some
know
minor
anyone's
issues that
name,
have cropped up
so
in
they're
the
just
Tenryou
descendant
Commission.
of the clan.
Really, it's nothing worth the Almighty Shogun worrying about.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of Ronin and Kairagi to keep guard?
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately. It was just out of security considerations, that's all.
Silence.
Ooh.
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your turn.
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo clan.
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision Hunt Decree, including all the recent misconduct.
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them fabricated.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document, claiming they stood steadfast all along and fought back against the crisis. These are all falsehoods.
Says who? Why, you two-faced? You're going back on everything you said.
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good, so they'll be first in line to replace the Kujo clan. Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it under duress?
Alright, time to kill him.
What are you talking about? You're not under duress, we're just negotiating.
You have
You've
samurai.
completely changed your tune.
I believe I now understand the situation.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single word they say can be trusted.
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan, you wish to become the new Tenryou commissioner. Do I understand this correctly?
Well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of everyone in the Tenryou Commission to offer our lives in service of the almighty Shogun.
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who appoints the Tenryou commissioner. The process is quite simple. Anyone who can beat me in a duel becomes the new commissioner.
Sorry, a duel with the almighty Shogun?
The first Tenryou commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed down within the Kujo clan ever since. If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally, there must first be a new duel. Do you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on account of your advanced age and declining physical condition? Here you are talking about offering your life, and yet you are too afraid to face my blade.
Well...
That's hilarious.
Well, never mind. What about one of you, then? Anyone who can defeat me, Takatsukasa or not, will be appointed the new Tenryou commissioner. Does not a single person dare to face me?
I will challenge you, almighty Shogun.
what?
Nice.
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win against me, it cannot atone for the wrongs committed under the Kujo name.
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well that the mistakes my father made ought to spell the end of the Kujo clan's legacy in the Tenryou Commission. Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt decree, I had doubts about my father's decisions. I knew that what I was doing was wrong, but that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I ruminated. I understood the situation perfectly well, but I took no action, and I didn't save a single person. I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deeds. I can't even say that I failed to prevent it, because in order to fail, you have to have at least tried.
Hey, what's up?
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength,
I'm good. How are you, my
there is
friend?
nothing you could have done, even if you had tried.
Yes. I'm too weak. My father ignores me. My elder brother can't help me. And I even need Ippei to set me
Well,
straight.
your father's
at
an
times.
asshole, man, so...
It's the way it's always been. But if nothing else, and right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hours, it is I who represent the clan, like my father before me. His duties are now mine to perform.
Right here,
Just as
right
the
now.
Shogun said, a forefather of mine once showed his will with his sword. Then please, let me, Kujo Kamaji, end the story of the Kujo clan in the same way that it began. This is my last chance to do something.
This is patently meaningless, but I accept. Come forward.
Okay, I guess A's gonna beat his ass. Does he even have a katana? Does someone have to loan him one? I guess someone loaned him one.
The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Damn.
Ready to learn. Almighty Shogun.
Oh! Hey, you could go a little easy on him. He's clearly more the scholarly type. At least he's trying. You could show a little mercy. Alright, you don't need a style on him. All the spins are really unnecessary. Hey, at least he blocked it. I'll give him credit for blocking that. Her strikes are fast as hell. I dropped the katana. That guy's gonna shit his pants. Yeah, that'll knock the wind out of you. Getting fucking sent flying like that. That'll knock the wind out of you real fucking quick. Not to mention how strong A must be physically. Those blows must hit like a truck. I'm surprised the katana didn't break with how strong A is. Oh wow, he got back up. Ah, poor Kamaji. Oh! Well, he tried.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins. Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, it is your responsibility to take care of him. You may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of attending to a small matter such as this.
Yes, of course. I apologize. I'm sorry. So sorry.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a successor to the role of Tenryou Commissioner is indeed a matter of great urgency. However, following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's punishment for the time being. In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the Kujo clan as before.
As you instruct, so it shall be done. We would not dare question the almighty Shogun's will.
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my judgment, you will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade will show no mercy.
Understood. Thank you, almighty Shogun, for your wisdom and mercy.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There's something I want to talk about with you.
Okay. You sure you don't want to kill those guys? You sure you don't want to kill those guys? I would really like it if you killed those guys. Like, A, out of all the times for you to be, like, full of murder, you could be full of murder right then and there. You love murder. You're like the most murderous Archon in the whole game. That's saying something. Hi, A.
Whew. When it's time to deal with the situation, you're just like the Shogun. So strict.
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, she would have decapitated Kujo Kamaji without a second thought.
He was lucky.
I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. I could see it in his eyes.
Well, yeah, he thought you were going to kill
The
him.
Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. Kamaji is hardly a great heir to the Kujo name,
But he's trying.
he has shown me how some things remain the same, even as the world around them changes. I also have you to thank. The things we experienced out on the streets, and the photo you took of me, they helped me come to this realization too.
I like how a picture gave her an existential
Next
crisis.
for the Kujo clan. Will they get to carry on being in charge of the Tenryo Commission?
Just not Sara's dad.
Not a chance. Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past mistakes cannot be erased. Still, I will give them a little more time. After all, they are not the only ones who have made mistakes. The Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. But I, as A, would like to offer my apologies. I have much to contemplate in the days to come. But at least, I can now see the way ahead. I think I'll leave that to the Shogun. The greatest threat to eternity is still the erosion that comes with time. As I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. This is because I anticipated that I myself would change over time. But I've made up my mind. So I will do what needs to be done, no matter how difficult it is. This has certainly been a memorable series of events.
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryo Commission, and the people in the city got to see a happy and healthy Shogun. All the awful rumors will disappear in no time.
In no
If
time.
you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
Excel brings some souvenirs.
No need. There's no place for such things in my life.
Oh, shut up.
Also, please stop making it sound as if I somehow need the company.
But you do, your fox
Okay.
says so.
I'm ready to head back now. My period of solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you humans to deal with any minor issues in the meantime.
Okay, see you next time. Considering a lot of what happened was pretty unexpected, things seem to have worked out surprisingly well in the end. The only thing left to do is return the past permit to Yai Miko.
Yeah, A, you definitely get lonely. Your girlfriend, fox, wife, pet tells me that you get lonely, and I believe Miko over you. I will always believe Miko over you. Miko seems to know everything. Miko! Miko, I fixed your wife. Miko. Miko, 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 Miko. I get to summon you soon. Hello.
Miko, we're back! We had a great trip.
Did you now? Well then, you'll have to tell me all about it.
You tell Yai Miko the various things that happened.
How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country girl trying to find her bearings in the big city. Marvelous.
I love Miko.
What a shame I didn't get to see it for myself.
You and the Shogun enjoy teasing each other.
It's fine. She wouldn't mind. Really, she wouldn't.
The wink. I love Miko so much.
From what you were saying, it seems that she's finally begun to comprehend what form eternity should take. That's the most important outcome of this trip. To be honest, I wasn't expecting you'd make such great progress when I lent you the pass permit.
Yeah, it seems like she's not gonna force everything to stay the same way anymore.
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more bluntly, there are things that even the Seven can't do when faced with something even more powerful than themselves. Take a guess. Anyway, it sounds like you had a very pleasant trip and even had the chance to see A's less formal side. Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again. She would never admit to it, but she does, in fact, get quite lonely.
What? But she said she doesn't need company.
Yeah, she's full of shit, Paimon.
Because she is a god. It's not that gods don't need the company of others, just that the idea of a god having company seems indulgent to her. But you don't belong to this world. Perhaps you are just the company she needs.
Miko, you're like her wife. And I get to summon you soon. Hello.
Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
Oh my god, I can talk about the stuff that she saw today. About the taco milk!
I have no doubt that she immensely enjoyed that drink. I'm sure she was as happy as can be. What she really wanted to say was this. How soon do you think you could open a branch in the plain of Euthymia? Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
About the puppet.
The puppet, yes. I've also heard that changing a puppet's operating rules is extremely difficult. It's most likely the first time in history anyone has faced this issue. You can imagine how hard it must be, given that it has successfully flummoxed the wise and powerful A. This is one problem that even the Muso no Hitotachi will not be able to solve.
I mean, it could.
Was there something else you wanted to talk
About all
about?
that fanfiction you write.
Don't you think it's a fun idea? Someone being reborn as the Raiden Shogun? That's all that light novels are supposed to be. A bit of fun.
I love Miko.
Or though. Yes, probably a little too avant-garde. Ooh, maybe I should commission a sequel. Reborn as Guji Ai.
Reborn as Guji Ai.
Was there something
I
else you wanted
fucking
to
love
talk-
Miko so much. Alright, bye Miko. I love you so much. Oh, that's so funny. Why do I have to do all of A's hangouts in order to do that one Archon quest? Through the Mists. Okay, well, let's go see Catherine, I guess. Catherine. Did I complete all my dailies yet? I did. Nice. Your deeds in Sierra Island have been reported to me by Miss Esiku. You've done very well. Oh yeah, I did that. I forgot about that. I saw the storm. Back on topic, the guild received a commission of even greater difficulty that's accomplished on Sierra if you'd be interested. Even hotter, you say? Something like increasing danger? Even Fatui Harbingers fall before me! In that case, yes. First to commission this quest is Miss Sumida. For the details, it might be best for you to go straight to her. Well then, add Astra Abaswask. I await your completion of your next feat. Okay, thank you. Oh, what happened? Oh, is that all I had to do? I don't know what's happening.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Add Astra
Recently,
Abaswask.
the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
indeed, as ever. I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help?
Of course, that's what we're here to.
Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Hounds are attacking the roots of the sacred Sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great numbers.
I fucking love fighting Rift Hounds.
On Narukami Island?
Let's kill him.
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with great aggression and a clear target.
Aggression.
The sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already?
I sure am.
Good. Then you can see that this case is very urgent indeed.
Indeed.
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred Sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Town's attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against them.
That's fair.
Their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate the monsters. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Towns has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation.
Time to make some whelps yelp.
You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have been recently reported. I hope you won't encounter too much trouble overcoming them.
Nah, it's easy. I love fighting them.
Relax. We'll be back before you can say Ad Astra Abysos.
Ad Astra Abysos. Ad Astra applesauce. Alright, let's go kill the monsters. I do love killing monsters. Where's the best fast travel point? Let's teleport up here and just jump off. That'll probably be fastest. Excuse me, I must yeet myself off your mountain. Excuse me, pardon me. I must yeet myself. I must yeet! In this world, it's yeet or be yeetin'. Whee! I believe I can fly.
They're attacking the sacred Sakura! Stop them!
How dare you!
Yoo-hoo! Steady as stone.
Strike!
Okay. I swear by my sword.
Shower me with the quiver!
Where'd you go? No, come back. Fuck you. Come here.
Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryu Commission needed help! Come on, Traveler, you can take them!
Of course I can. I can kill everything. Oh, I want more. I can totally handle that. Don't do a cutscene like I would struggle.
Oblivion!
Oh, hi. Torn to oblivion. I can still handle that.
Shogun? Wait, no. Could also be A.
Didn't she say they were the same
It's you
person?
two.
Hi.
It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryu Commission crisis.
Yeah, 5 minutes ago.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
What are you doing here?
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
That's good.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself? Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous Rift Hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you. If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, Perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Hmm? Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But Rift Hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts.
Conria.
So you've heard of it too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby. All of them must be eliminated.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace Company. Having someone uber powerful on your team kinda makes you feel invincible, doesn't it? Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Conria. This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Hey, Blade. I guess I already did that puzzle, okay. I already did that puzzle, I suppose. Let's take a peek. Whee! Yeah, I'm doing the other half of Ride and Story quest. I need to do this for my next Archon quest for some reason.
The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
That's good.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing?
Yeah, she is very much lesbian. I cannot wait to get her wife, because Miko is coming in, like, a patch or two, and I'm definitely getting Miko. Want Miko badly.
Huh? What's this?
The Sacred Sakura has ghosts in it?
Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey.
We see ghosts a lot.
But why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them. We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath.
I mean, she's built. She's fully built, and I got all of her talents to max, so she's good. I mean, her build's not, like, perfect in terms of, like, relics, but I'm really lazy with relics. She has a full set. It's just not, like, ideal, like, not mid-maxed, like, perfect, amazing, stupendous, but, like, I'm lazy, so none of my characters will ever be perfect, probably, because I'm lazy. But she's built, yeah.
You don't know? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness. Beasts and horrifying monsters
Beasts!
are everywhere.
Foul, foul
They're
beasts!
merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path. Every last
And
trace
that it gets
of
speed feet.
humanity's existence, I tell you.
Fair. That
They'll
always sucks.
devour it all.
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Paimon's dead.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now, there's no time left.
Paimon, why are you arguing with the dead guy? He's dead.
The Almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's the Shogun? You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Foul, foul beasts!
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But what do you mean? Shogun?
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here.
But we
that
just
could
saw
threaten your
monsters.
life.
What? But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
Is there a point to telling the ghost this? He's already dead. Is there a point? Or is this just
I
gaslighting him?
Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma. Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun. As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity.
Do you have a
Thank
choice?
you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
Was there a point to that? Or did we just gaslight a dead guy?
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon feels all sad and hopeless.
This is why we don't talk to dead
If
people.
I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred Sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot exist for too long.
Same thing happened with Dusty
So the
Ming.
memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago. Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late, otherwise it would spread to all of Tevat. But my friend, Kitsune Saigu, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Kanria?
Damn.
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigu sacrificed her life to protect the people. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last.
Aw.
But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart.
Hey.
This is the loss that Aimika mentioned.
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive. But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever. When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my expectations. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also new encounters. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward. All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternity that I once strove for. As Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you and all that you did for Inazuma.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on. Let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred Sakura.
The magic tree.
Suspected there are a load of rift hounds here too.
Leave them to me.
Bring it. Fight me. Fight me.
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
Inazuma shines eternal. Bam. Oh, I got my party back.
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
It's the depression.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go! No?
You are unduly concerned.
And
I'm
swish.
simply conserving my energy.
You'd vaporize them
Although I
all.
have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time. I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Ah, makes sense! Spoken like a seasoned shogun.
Nah, she's a god. I think that sounds like bullshit.
The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this. Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Oh. Is that Gojo?
Oyama? Is that you?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about 500 years ago, too.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in Your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest.
Yep.
I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do? Oh, yeah. Sheesh. There's monsters everywhere out there. It's pitch black and loads of people have been injured.
Paimon.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already.
Why are we just gaslighting ghosts?
Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay. And now the Almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away. Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then? People flee out of a desire to live on, and the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life. But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories, I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end. So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Perhaps you are right.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the Almighty Shogun for the last time. What a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the Almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago.
Aww.
Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind, eh? Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea. The Almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum.
Aww.
One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
Can't see a tea set anywhere around here.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious, what a fool I'm making of myself. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most discourteous indeed.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
But, well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me. I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
But won't he be gone by the time we get it?
Very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
But won't he be gone by the time we get back? That's like across the island. I mean, whatever, I guess we're doing this, but won't he be gone in like 5 seconds? Hey, Akka, can I borrow your shit?
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. Ah, and the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler. Please, fetch the tea set at your convenience.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Yeah, it was your sister that used to serve, right?
Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future held by living beings. They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition. An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature, and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
That's, quite a lot to take in.
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with. Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on a more mature, far-sighted outlook.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity. But now, I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long.
How is a ghost gonna make tea? Can he touch things? Like, can he pick shit up and move them and stuff? Is that possible? It doesn't feel possible. I feel like the ghost can't make tea even if he is still there. I also feel like he won't be there anymore because the last ghost lasted like a minute, tops, and then it vanished. So I feel like this isn't gonna work, but what do I know?
Hey, where'd he go? He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long. As was the case with the memory we saw earlier.
So we won't get to drink his tea?
He was dead!
We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
Paimon, you just met him 30 seconds ago.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate. Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea.
No, I've heard you can't
I've
cook for
watched
shit.
Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it myself. The tea is ready. Please give it a try.
It's gonna be poison or something.
So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it. You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted. But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may.
Go for
The
it.
events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me.
Yeah.
For good.
She died in that disaster too?
Paimon, we knew that.
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening, yes, it was too late.
I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions.
Poor A.
Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely and brought it back to Inazuma.
You can do that?
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land, and for its people. In this respect, I still do not compare to her.
Ah, you care about the people.
I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Aww.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
Sister? I had heard that you were looking for your family. You mean to say that she was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Yeah, I'm like just as old as you,
What we've
apparently.
learned so far? It seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma, and the fate of those closest to me. So, I am afraid I can't help you.
That's okay, no one ever can.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess.
No one can ever help me, so it's fine. I don't even know why I bother
Both
asking.
of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
How do you quantify that? A cup of tea's been left for Furiyama. Oh, well now I'm sad. How much did he actually perceive? How much did he let on? Well, now I'm sad. Thank you, game. I see the blood. I understand. The tree's dying. I get it. Yes, I see it too. I'm not that blind. I know I'm blind a lot, but I'm not that bad. Oh, what's this? Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, there's Or wait, no, it needs a pyro? I forget. Inazuma has so many fucking puzzles. Doesn't it need pyro?
I can't wait any longer.
Sure you can. Did it need pyro? Okay, yeah, I did. I'm right. Ah! Come here! You little shits! Damn it. Well, that was pointless. Okay. Hey, rocks.
I'll catch up.
Nice. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame, darling. You give love a bad name. I played my part, and you played your game. Yes, yes, thank you, game.
Strike a pose.
Once again, please leave them to me.
But why? I can help. I'm getting paid to help.
Hey, are you sure you're all right? You're scaring us.
Fear not. Fighting is what I do best. Shine down!
I mean, I admit you're real good at murder, but like, I can also fight. I'm also really good at murder.
There is no escape! Illusion shattered!
What? Where did I go? What?
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
Torn to oblivion. Oh, that's a big doggo.
There is no escape!
Bad doggo. Bad. No. Why do I keep freezing? Ah!
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
A's broken. I like that that time at least I turned invisible last time. At least that time I actually was there. She just kind of froze.
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
Don't force it. A, stop it, whatever you're doing.
My apologies.
I can kill the Rift Hounds super easy.
Just take a breather and get your strength back.
It'll be really easy for me to kill the Rift Hounds.
We'll deal with the monsters.
I can beat them really easily, actually. Oh.
Look, that's the same light again.
Oh.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, man. They're coming back for more. Let's get them.
I guess the tree isn't as hard.
It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
So full of hope and unwavering commitment to resistance.
Nobody knew where your excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
I'm glad the Rift Towns were kind and waited for us to finish that con.
The almighty Shogun!
Let the world
collide!
Leave it all to me, as a good knight should.
That was easy.
The attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely
The
before.
fucking octopus!
Thank you all.
Oh, fuck. I love Fria's ability.
Are you okay? Maybe you should keep resting.
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
Frida's...
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring.
Oh, thanks, man.
The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together.
Oh, Animo,
we can
Cryo,
face
and
any
Electro.
number of monsters that come our way.
I didn't notice they all had different colored ones. They all had different elements. Animo, Cryo, and Electro is also a really good combo for you three to have.
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we do best. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. Only Her Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the almighty Shogun.
The almighty Raiden Shogun. Oh, now she's gonna cry.
Thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live.
A.
With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
How much has Inazuma lost?
Glory to the Shogun.
Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memories held in the ley lines. But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me to date.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now, and that's what counts.
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my basic duty as Inazuma's Archon, and I have neglected it for far too long. I used to think just like that samurai, that I was first and foremost a warrior. And my only duty was to face whatever challenge came my way. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done. Yes, they are They are strong and resilient, and have much to be proud of. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. This will take time, but eventually, the future will bring healing to the scars of the past. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is my promise.
That's good.
Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. It does not appear that the threat will escalate for the time being. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origins of this incident and tending to the root system.
Alrighty then, let's move on. It looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now, huh? She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her.
Yeah, we kind of forced her to, though.
Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up.
Oh, she's broken.
What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My body... I can't move it. It looks like the situation is more serious than I thought. No need. She is calling me. The time has come. Can you help me walk? I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
But why?
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps into the future.
It's very dramatic, but that does not answer my question very well. Well, if it's below the Grand Knight, I'm just gonna teleport to Narukami Shrine. If it's below it, I'm just gonna jump off and float down. The hell? Why did I get electrocuted? Why am I electrocuted?
We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
Oh, well, that's dramatic. That can't be evil.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
It's getting worse again. But it's fine. I'm about to put an end to it all. This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness. It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
No, the puppet, Paimon.
Follow me.
Paimon's dizzy. Where did we get sucked into this time? Whoa. This place
Ew.
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the One Within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the One Within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait, Paimon knows that voice. Is that the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you? But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Wait. The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the worse.
They're gonna beat each other up about it.
Are you alright now?
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but
Their internal battles.
it's a bit extreme. Hey, showdown with the Shogun? Never thought we'd see that day.
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just want the best for Inazuma.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits Ei's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred. All of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A.
Ew.
In the end, even the proud and mighty only maiden was cut down in disgrace. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did.
Hey, I don't get a shield. What the hell?
Evasion is futile. Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam.
That once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Then I'll kill you again faster!
A fleeting shadow. Shine down.
Ow.
Your verdict is decided.
Damn it.
Weak, pathetic, weak. There is no escape. The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently.
No, let me in!
Clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time.
No, let me in! You bitch.
Transcending. Now you shall perish.
You're pathetic.
Absurd.
You're absurd.
There is no escape.
Fuck you.
Be gone.
Yeah, fuck you. I won.
Emptiness. Away.
Fuck you.
Have you finally defeated her?
Now cut her head off to be sure. Cut her more. Stab her a lot.
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled.
Stab her more.
But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
In this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious indeed. She was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living beings, including you and me.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be a never-ending battle?
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking, one that will be resistant to erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her. 500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to life in their place. It is about time that I learned to trust them. I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment for which the Shogun does not exist is nothing to fear. I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However long the battle may last, it is but a drop in the ocean of eternity. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. This is my oath. Please, be my witness. During my absence, I place everything in Miko's hands.
She's gonna kill you.
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Miko's gonna kill you. You've already made Miko endure 500 years of being alone. She's gonna kill you. How is she supposed to be the Guji of the Shrine, which she already doesn't want to do that? And then also the Raiden. How is she supposed to be Shogun and the Guji?
Are we really just gonna leave A and the Shogun to keep on duking it out in there forever? She was making sense, and maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still...
Now we gotta go get Miko.
Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times, and has a history of rushing into difficult situations.
She sure does.
What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen, and then she might never leave again. Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last time. The quicker she gets through this, the better.
Yeah, let's go get Miko.
Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her win the fight? Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to A while she's in there.
Yeah, let's go beat up the Raiden Shogun.
Can't get in there anymore.
We'll just beat up the puppet.
Well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel time on now. Okay. Maybe if we both ran into it at the same time really, really hard. Oh, you're right. Paimon nearly forgot about her.
Yeah, if only we had a powerful Kitsune who knew magic bullshit.
She really understands these consciousness realm plane thingies more than we do, but there's no one else we can turn to. Alright, up the mountain we go.
Miko said she literally taught A how to do the plane of Euthymia shit, so no one knows better than Miko. Oh, cool, just teleport up there. Neat. That's nice of them. That's awful nice of them. Hey, Miko, your wife's in trouble again, like she is all the time.
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and need me to unravel it for you. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
Hey, it's your wife.
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand? Nitpicking my turns of phrase. The sheer audacity.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's A. She...
You tell Yai Miko everything that happened.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable, presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. Yes, that sounds like A all right. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts like such a child sometimes. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
You're the familiar of a god.
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this on purpose, for sure.
Well, yeah, she likes fucking with us.
You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do.
But you know everything.
All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura. And from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually been there, so you tell me. What was it like?
It was blank.
Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
Aye, Captain Fox. Geronimo. Hey, an Onikabuto. Yoink. I like how Miko was like 5 feet above us.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where A is.
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there. What?
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right now, she is surrounded by chaos. Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an unknown corner of space-time.
That's not good.
This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
What? Alright, well, I might stand here then. You two can go in.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
You... Bruno's had it up to here with both of you! Oh, fine. Hyman's coming too.
I mean, you don't have to.
Oh. Well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way. I say. Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination. Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Aw, there's Miko's caring side.
Miko, you better know what you're doing.
That's enough chatter. Get to work.
There's Miko's caring side. She's really worried about A. She just can't ever say it. Ah! Star Wars! Well, this is gonna give me an existential crisis. I don't know.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Hi. Hi, guys.
Huh?
Heyo, I'm back.
How can this be?
Well, you know, I'm stubborn.
You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years?
Doctors hate me.
This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as strong as it was back then. Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too.
Will you two stop complimenting each other?
Honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? Huh. So you're finally willing to... Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to pulverize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush streams. No, you have endured. I will endure forever.
Why don't I get a big dumb robot mode?
With illusion shattered, the final calamity.
I've already done this weekly boss fight. Oh fuck.
Transcend all constraints. Shine down. Eternity is in my hand.
Shit, 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 shit.
There is no escape.
Jump. 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 Jump.
shattered. The will I carry within me will never be eroded nor destroyed.
I almost lost that. I had 29 health. That's fine.
This is the end. You have won. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future. And you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost this duel for sure. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes that look to the light in the heavens. And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Muso Ishin. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me, to encourage me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and believe in her. When I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side once again. It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. Makoto barely wielded a blade in her life, and yet her blade brings me closer to her. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat? It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then? Like, for real this time?
Oh. Magic bullshit?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness.
Oh, hi Makoto.
I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces.
I wouldn't word it like that.
Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end.
It just took her 1,000 years.
I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me.
But... you never mentioned this to me.
Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria?
I had some sense of it.
That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, and I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the meantime. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears many times along the way. Don't look down on me. See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain. Here, take it, before my last shred of consciousness fades away. But it is you who must take the most important step.
It's just a gun.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh?
Is it really?
Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true.
Aww.
Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh?
I refuse to cry, damn it.
Goodbye, Makoto.
I refuse. You cannot make me, damn it. You didn't get me with Farida's shit, although you came close, and you came close now. But fuck you.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity, the concept of time becomes murky.
Sure.
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. Huh, so that was the turbulence I was sensing. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
Well, that's good.
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition tells me that the reason for everything, it's that seed.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher power really was involved in all of this. But whatever the explanation, her solution is what saved us all. Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura, but to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness, but unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No. But I understand why now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I love Miko so much.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today. And obviously I played my part too.
So the Kitsune have watched over
It's
it for
fair
like
to
who
say
knows
that
how
very
long.
little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you? At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing a location was not sufficient. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time, it looks like thanks are due to you.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared. My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help me reach the best possible outcome. You too have my thanks. You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
A, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. Have you managed to calm down?
I was asking about your
After all,
emotions.
You saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which Inazuma's future could unfold, all the way back then. She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing!
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the events of centuries past. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
That's hilarious.
Makoto said the exact same thing!
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
She immediately
We will
bails.
have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done.
It's so funny.
The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, we will give careful consideration to the future. After that, I will abolish the Sakoku Decree.
Really? That's huge news!
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking forward to it.
Nice. Ah!
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them. Abolishing the Sakoku Decree has a myriad of implications. It would be folly to say that it will be all positive, and there will be no negative repercussions. For example, I can foresee the outside world posing a threat to Inazuma's businesses. These are the issues that I must work to solve.
Hey, you're thinking about this all so conscientiously. I've only got as far as wondering whether I'll be able to sell entrance tickets to the Grand Narukami Shrine in the future.
Honestly, Miko. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
I love Miko.
Makoto's gaze was always fixed on the people of Inazuma. I always assumed it was because that was her duty. But now, I see that hers was a gaze full of delight and hope. It was not just a duty, but a joy, too. She loved humanity very dearly.
If the people of the past deserve the god's attention, then so do the people of the future.
Indeed. No longer will I ignore their passions and dreams. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them. To put it bluntly, it was constant torture, with no end in sight.
Oof, I'm sorry.
Faced with an endless battle, I had to remain focused at all times. Had my concentration lapsed for but a moment, the Shogun's blade would have taken my life. Safe to say, were it not for my previous experiences in combat, my skills would not have been up to the challenge. I would most certainly have been defeated. And through it all, you also had your part to play. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I will be sure to remind the Tenryou and Yashiro commissions of their duties in this regard. It's not only the monsters that I am worried about. I'm concerned about what else might escape from the sacred Sakura.
That's a tough one, all right. There's plenty more besides memories held in the ley lines.
Since you clearly understand, perhaps you could think about making an effort too. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
Yeah, Miko said she was placing her god.
Miko said nothing of the sort. And the Traveler has some nerve making up spurious claims about her while she is still present.
But Miko, you love her.
Some words are not to be passed on.
But Miko, admit you love her.
Trust me, you don't want to know the cost of betraying me. Just think of the things I said to you as our little secret. Understood.
But Miko, you love her.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Ooh, I suddenly want some fried tofu.
Miko!
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
I love Miko so much. Can I talk to Miko? We'll see some different stuff.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
Oh, okay, no, they're together. They're one entity. Okay. I love these two so much. They're so cute. Fucking love them. Miko, I'm summoning you in like a month or however long, because you come right after Cloud Retainer. I'm summoning you right away. But, anyway. I'm going to stop stream there for a bit. It's been going 2.5 hours. It's a pretty good stopping point now that I finished both of A's loyalty missions and stuff. So, I will stop it there. Thank you guys for coming out. As always, I appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, chat.